Okay, for this road trip I blame 3 people: Chuck Norris, my late father Mikhail Dratchev, and late Russian actor Leonid Filatov. So my late dad died when he was 57 after having his second heart attack, and he was about 40-50 pounds overweight and smoked Russian Belomor Canal unfiltered cigarettes most of his adult life, and he was a pretty heavy drinker until probably five years before his death. And when he died, on that morning he smoked a cigarette, one in like 10-15 years, and that might have something to do with, you know, what happened. And then yesterday I found the channel of the Russian famous Russian studio, movie studio, which is called Mosfilm, Moscow Film, Mosfilm. And these guys, because they own the rights to all these movies, they posted all the like Russian movies, original Russian movies in HD. Some of them look restored, you know, like pretty high quality, and it's all for free, and you can watch them, you know, like full length, like hour and a half, hour 40 minutes, 2 hours. So I watched 3 movies yesterday. I watched one called Gals, Девчата. It's like it's my mom's favorite movie, black and white, from like, I think it was like 65 or 67, about young people working in the taiga, you know, in the forest in Siberia. It's like a comedy, I don't know, funny movie. And then I watched Air Crew. In Russian it's called Ekipaj. And then I watched what else did I watch? There was another one, but like, lots of, you know, old movies I grew up with. It was sometimes it's like really fun to watch them. Of course, they're all in original Russian language, but some of them I saw them, they have English subtitles. And the Air Crew, Ekipaj, that's where this Leonid Filatov, the actor, was. He was playing the part of a flight engineer. And I just did a search. I was wondering, like, you know, he was a pretty famous actor back in the day. So I looked him up on Google, and turns out he died. Like everybody dies, right? But he died in '97, right when I immigrated to Canada, and he was 57 years old, just like my late dad. And turns out this guy lost both of his kidneys, and he spent 2 years on the, you know, that artificial kidney machine. So basically he was bedridden because he had no kidneys at all, and he lived just thanks to that life-supporting kidney function machine. You know what I'm talking about? Like a huge metal box that has tubes going into you. Like, it's awful. I wasn't even aware that this was like in '90s. He started having serious problems with his health. So, and he had a stroke, and he had this, and then finally they found a kidney for him, and they did a transplant. And his wife says he was joking, he was getting better, and then all of a sudden he caught pneumonia on both lungs, and so his body was weakened because of all these diseases and, you know, kidney problem, right? And so he just died pretty much because of that. But I started looking like cause of death. So why would a 57-year-old guy, you know, lose his kidneys? And in some Russian language articles, they pointed out, they didn't say anything about alcohol, but they said that he was a very heavy smoker. and then he smoked I quote, multiple packs a day. So I'm guessing more than 2. You know, basically he was what's known as chain smoker. And then I go further, like I have nothing better to do since I don't have a load. I'm just relaxing here at Mississauga at this nice Holiday Inn. Checked in inside. Yesterday the temperature inside my room was 83F, you know, like very balmy, so the AC didn't work. So finally this morning they moved me to another room. But anyway, so this Filatov was a chain smoker, and then I didn't even know this, that turns out that smoking can kill your kidneys.
Head northeast toward Argentia Road.
Yes, ma'am. In a second, okay? Give me a couple of seconds here to finish with my buddies away. Alright, cool? We cool? Alright. So yeah, so that's what looks like pretty much killed the guy, smoking. And then I channel surf on my big LG TV in the room. And of course this 81-year-old son of a gun, Chuck Norris, is there with his Total Gym. And I said, that's it. I'm buying a Total Gym. I don't want to die, you know, early. But I look up Total Gym direct.com, and it starts as like $599, and then the next model is $1,500, then it's like $3,000. And I do have these, right? But so I have 2 45-pound plates, and I have a 60-pound kettlebell in my truck, and I don't like moving them, but you know, it seems very limited. Just one kettlebell and in the truck, and it's been a while honestly since I exercised, but now I'm going back in. I'm cutting on coffee, I'm cutting on alcohol, and I exercised. I didn't do it today, but I did it yesterday before the day before that, so I feel great. And I find in my case it's coffee really kills my skin. I'm gonna shave later today. I brought my hair machine, you know, hair what is it called, hair cutter, you know, like one of those. I can do mustache, I can do beard, I can do my head. So today is the grooming / fitness day. Yesterday was a tire day, if you missed that one, that video. And so, but you know, two plates are great, but you want a bit more, because you know, I can do like farmer's carry, 90 pounds, right? 45 times 2. I can do squats. It's good for the back, but I need to get one more kettlebell, and I'm still debating. I called the store. There's the same Fitness Depot here. I love these stores, where I got these from, and the kettlebell, the one in Kitchener, and turns out these guys are national. So I looked up fitnessdepot.com and found their location in Mississauga. It's like 5 minutes away. Oh wait, it's 19 kilometers, so it's like what, 12-13 miles, but that will give me a nice, you know, opportunity for the road trip. And I called him. The guy has a 32 kilogram Russian style kettlebell, which is 70 pounds, but it's marked in kilograms, so which kind of like, for me it's interesting since I'm you know, born in Russia, right? And it has one of those handles that I like, where you can grab them with 2 hands, you know, like ergonomic kettlebells. They're much better than traditional Russian ones because the handle is too narrow. Yeah, I like these ones, and that's the style I have in my truck. So I have 60, so now either I want to get another 60 or I want to get a 70. So I called the guy, say, hey, do you have these in stock, like this vinyl coated kettlebells, like 70? He says no, sold out. He says I have either 80 pounds, which is 35 kilos, in that vinyl covered thing, because I like that. That's kind of like a transport friendly, you know. It's like in here where I like the plates, because they sit squarely on the floor. Because of course some people say, hey, you can get killed if you go in the ditch. Well, I have news for you. If you go in the ditch, you're probably already dead, so it's not gonna matter that you have a kettlebell in there, I mean plate. But those are 45 pounds. It's the same as having a passenger in here, so it's 90 pounds, so it's like a passenger. And then I found the only way I can carry a kettlebell is I put it behind the seat, because otherwise it keeps moving around because of its, you know, round shape. And so now I'm gonna start driving, and we're gonna look at the Mississauga, beautiful suburb of Toronto, and we'll talk about stuff. And so by the time I reach the destination, I have to decide either whether I want the 32 kilogram 70 pound non-covered, like just iron kettlebell with a wide handle, or I want to get a vinyl 80 pounds. But man, 80 pounds, especially since I haven't exercised, I just started again, and I probably haven't exercised since March. Like 80 pounds sounds like a killer, you know. I like the 32 kilogram one. It looks very sharp, and it's gray. It's like, iron, gray, non-covered, and marked in Russian, well, in English, but it says 32 kgs. No, I might get that one, or I might get another 60, and then I can use 60 and 60, you know, for squats and stuff. So yeah, maybe either 60 or 70 or 80. It would be cool. All right, let's go. And so, like I said, that's why for this trip I blame 3 people: my late dad, Leonid Filatov, and 81-year-old Chuck Norris, son of a gun. All right, so I hope my battery lasts. Yeah, I might go on the highway, so I'm gonna start my AC. Well, maybe it's gonna send me on. Oh yeah, it's sending me on the freeway. What? See, it's sending me like this on 401, then go back. So what is this? Oh, this one is 11 minutes slower. Huh. Okay. So 19 kilometers. See, I find that it always makes it quieter when you increase the temperature, right? The AC doesn't have to work as hard. But I do have it on recycle.
Turn left onto Dairy Road West, Peel Regional Road 5.
Yes, Miss Google. Any more suggestions?
Head west toward Argentia Road. Turn left onto Dairy Road West, Peel Regional Road 5. Continue on Peel Regional Road 5 for 1 kilometer.
Yeah, outside now it's 26C, which is probably somewhere 75, somewhere there, 75, 77. I set up mine inside at 22 Celsius.
Continue on Peel Regional Road 5 for 1 kilometer.
Okay, now we're gonna do a test inside under the pass. Gear 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Man, sounds awesome.
In 600 meters, turn right onto Mississauga Road, Peel Regional Road 1 South. Signs for Ontario 401, Ontario 403.
Yeah, in case somebody hasn't seen my recent videos.
Turn right onto Mississauga Road, Peel Regional Road 1 South. Signs for Ontario 401, Ontario 403.
So now we have 4 mufflers, 2 Flowmaster Super 10s where the factory mufflers used to be.
In 800 meters, use the right lane to take the Ontario 401 East ramp to Toronto.
And we have two Spintech Super Pro Street 9000 in the back where the factory resonators used to be. And the pipe is 3-inch all throughout, BBK long tube headers, and I really like this setup. I think I gain a bit in torque, low end torque, after I install the Spintechs. And the car became quieter. I lost the drone, so it was much louder before, and it was droning around like this RPM, 1800, 1900. So yeah, I like this. I like this. Spintech works great. Well, I actually tried them before. I tried 6000, which is less aggressive. Like this is 9000. This is the most aggressive street muffler they make. They also make racing mufflers in California, but this one is the most aggressive street muffler. And a lot of people like the 6000 series because it's also very small, just like this one, like 9-inch long body plus, you know, the pipes, but it's very compact. But I tried 6 as my sole muffler before Flowmaster, and it was a bit too quiet. I did not like it. But Flowmaster Super 10 in the front and Spintech 9000 in the back, a beautiful combo, man. Love it. Oh, maybe we can turn on this one. I know you guys like watching this. Like, I mesmerize myself, you know, by all this torque and horsepower. What's going on there? All right, where are we going? So the one over here shows my fuel economy, and the one over here shows my torque and horsepower and oil pressure. I'm not sure why
Use the right lane to take the Ontario 401 East ramp.
Not sure why I want to see my oil pressure. All right, so what do you guys think? 60 pounds,
Meters to merge onto Ontario 401 East.
70 or 80? Maybe I should ask the guy if he has a 100-pound kettlebell. That would definitely solve all my problems and make Chuck Norris envious. I know that. I love that guy. I love watching his old movies. Like, he's a really, you know, keep it cool type of guy. All right, so what are we doing here? So this is, we're trying to get to 401. Come on, Ford, you can do it. Nice looking dark gray
Ontario 401 East for 1.5 kilometers.
F-150, like the new style. For how many kilometers? 11?
In 600 meters, keep right at the fork to stay on Ontario 401 East.
Yes, Miss Google. let's see, now we're gonna do a test. I'm in gear 6, 1800 RPM. Yeah, it's a bit, well, that's a good noise, but before it was like you know, very annoying. Alright, I gotta take off my glasses. I cannot see where it wants me to go. Yeah, fuel economy like this at 1800 RPM, gear 6, I'm like 30 miles a gallon. Well, because the road goes slightly down, but
In 1 kilometer, keep left. Follow signs for Ontario 410, Brampton.
410 Brampton. Why would I go 410 Brampton? Are you nuts? Oh, I gotta take 403. Okay, 403 goes this way.
Keep left.
Keep left, okay.
Continue for 1.5 kilometers.
Yeah, 403 west.
In 1 kilometer, use the right lane to keep right at the fork. Continue on exit 344 and follow signs for Ontario 410 North, Ontario 403 West.
403 west. You see, I need to be.
Use the right lane to keep right at the fork and continue on exit 344.
Yes, ma'am.
Keep right at the fork. Continue for 3 kilometers.
Come on, Jeep, you can do it. Don't be afraid. Come on, man. Are you a 4x4 or something? What's going on here? Oh, there's a guy in the front. Let me guess. Honda Civic.
In 1 kilometer, keep left. Follow signs for Ontario 403 Hamilton.
Yes, Miss Google. So now I'm gear 5, so 120 is
Keep left.
2500 RPM.
Continue on Ontario 403 for 5 kilometers.
Oh, and now we're looking for Mavis Road exit. Gear 6. Stand aside. Coming through.
In 3 kilometers, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 117 for Mavis Road.
All right. Man, these Honda cars, some of them look so ugly. half a mile long merge lane, and he's trying to merge at like 30 miles an hour in the very beginning. Typical.
In 800 meters, use the right two lanes to take exit 117 for Mavis Road.
Alright, what are we doing here? I think we're going south.
Use the right two lanes to take exit 117.
See, as soon as I'm on the freeway, my average mileage starts climbing.
In
Like,
500 meters, use the left two lanes to turn left onto Mavis Road. Signs for Mavis Road South.
like in the city, I'm afraid it's awful. It's like 12 miles a gallon. Because, not because it's something
Use the
wrong.
left two lanes to turn left onto Mavis Road. Signs for Mavis Road South.
Not because there's something wrong with the car, but it's just, it's so hard to stay out of the gas, you know, because the sound, the acceleration. But on the freeway, even at like 80 miles an hour, you know, 75 miles an hour, because
Continue on Mavis Road South for 1.5 kilometers.
because it geared so fast, which means that the numeric axle ratio, the number is low, right? So it's geared fast, and so your RPM is very low. Like gear 6, 80 miles an hour is 1800 RPM. Gear 5, 75 miles an hour is 2500 RPM. I'm telling you, I love this car. I changed lanes because somewhere here is the entrance to that, because this fitness depot where I'm going, it's inside the mall. Okay, this is
In 600 meters, turn left.
600 meters turn left. Where? Oh, after the Burnham Thorpe. This is like a street with a very weird name, Burnham Thorpe. But over there, that corner is where the shopping center is. And I think I already see the sign, Fitness Depot, on the other side. Oh, these guys have Ultra 94. They have my gas. That's Petro-Canada. So that's my favorite station, because not all of them, but probably half of Petro-Canada locations have Ultra 94, and that's what I'm running in this monster. Alright, so somewhere there I
In
should
200 meters, turn left.
I should start looking for a turn. Oh, Fitness Depot, I was right. So somewhere here, Metalworks.
Turn left, then turn left.
Metalworks, yeah, he said Metalworks Studios. Alright, that's what the guy said. He says, I said, where are you? Inside some kind of a shopping center. He says, Metalworks. And what's the heck is Metalworks? So it's a complex. Fitness Depot. Alright. Fitness, the sign is, it's kind of like a purple sign. Purple sign.
Your destination is on the left.
Oh yeah, where? I don't see it. Purple sign, depot. Here we go. Fitness Depot. I think I'm gonna go with the 70. What do you guys think? Because I already had I had 70, which is 32 kilos, right? So it doesn't matter if it's marked in metric or 32 is actually 32 is slightly heavy. It's 70.4, I think. Hold on, let me double check. And 32 kgs times 2.2. See, 70.4. So that's good because 70 is actually 31.8. So yeah, I like that one. I took a picture on the screen, so that's what I want. So it's 144 bucks Canadian. And I said, how does it work? Of course, because of the COVID, everything is closed, so you have to knock on the door, tell them what you want, they'll bring it out, and they'll bring the wireless ATM, you know, credit card machine, and you just swipe it or whatever. And that's what we're going with. Yeah, I'm gonna get this one because I had this before and I remember it felt pretty heavy, you know. So I have 60 pounds now, and now I will have 70.4. I think this will allow me much more exercises than I can do now. Maybe go for 80, but I don't know, 80, that's just crazy, you know. 80 divided by 2.2, that's freaking 36 kilos. Here it is, 200 bucks. Oh man, I'm not sure. I'm wondering if I did the right thing or not, but we'll know soon enough. So now it's time to go grab some lunch, and of course Google comes to the rescue. I do a Google search for restaurants, and it shows that my favorite Red Lobster is somewhere here.
In 50 meters, turn right onto Mavis Road.
So basically, you knock on the,
Right onto Mavis Road, then turn left onto Burnhamthorpe Road West.
yeah, you knock on the door, and the guy comes out. You cannot go in. And I made the poor guy to carry because I wanted to compare. I wanted to compare
In 600 meters, make a U-turn at Wolfdale Road.
70 pounds and 80. And he brings them, they're like in a box, you know, they all like a carton box with a strap. Pretty strong strap because I did a bent row first with a 32 kilo one with a 70 pounds, and then I did a bent row with an 80 pound one, and the 32 kilos one just felt a little bit light, and the 80 pound one felt a little bit too heavy. And so I asked the guy, I said, do you have something in between? I said, you know, it would be ideal for me something like 75 pounds, you know. And he says, no, we have heavier than 80 pounds. But he says, we don't have anything in between. And while we're doing all this, he's telling me a story, because I said, hey, I like this. I said, I'm from Russia. And he says, oh, he says, a couple of months ago, a fella came in. He says, I believe he was Ukrainian. He bought 2 48 kg kettlebells. 48 kgs. I said, man, that's just crazy. And he says he picked them up and just walked to the Jeep, to his Jeep. He says, threw them in the back. And I said, well, he was carrying them. He looked like, this guy says, he looks like when I'm carrying a 20-pound kettlebell. And I can believe him, because I knew guys like that in Ukraine. You know, they grew up on a farm. They worked since they were kids, you know, with you know, like shovels and throwing you know, packs of hay around and moving sacks of potatoes and stuff like that, you know. So they didn't need any gym training. Like the actual life was hard enough training.
Head northwest on Mavis Road toward Burnhamthorpe Road West.
So they had legs like this. I remember one guy, his shoulders like this, and he was, I don't know, 5 feet tall. No, wait, 5 feet is what, 60 inches?
In 500 meters, turn left onto Radford Road West.
So it's somewhere here. Oh, Red Lobster. Hold on. I don't need to do this BS. Because it wants me to go there, turn around. You can enter from here. That's what it's for. Yeah, my car is low, so I'm trying to go like this a little bit.
Your destination is on the left.
Really? Oh, cool. And there's a choice. There's either McDonald's or Red Lobster. Well, I choose Red Lobster. And of course, you want to know what my favorite dish in there is. I'll tell you. I'll tell you, even though I'm not sure if I should, but because then everybody will start rushing in and buying that thing. But my favorite dish is wild caught fish grilled. Wild caught, not farmed. There's a huge difference in taste. So if once you try wild caught fish, you cannot eat farmed fish. But unfortunately, like 99% of fish is farmed fish. And what I do is when I go in, I ask them this very puzzling question, because they never know the answer. I say, which fish today is wild caught? And they always go, hold on, let me go check with the kitchen. And 8 cases out of 10, they will come back and they will say, oh, none of the fish today we have today is wild caught. And then I say, okay, I'll go with the trout or something, and I just take the fish with some lemon, you know, no bread, nothing. And then, so I don't want to eat, like, I don't want to have a heavy meal, but so now, like 2-3 hours later, we're gonna do some set of exercises with the new kettlebell, see if I can lift it off the ground. Well, I can. I was able to carry it with one hand from the store 25 feet to my car. I'm still a bit sweating, but we'll see how it goes. So later today, after this, I'm gonna do a little training routine with 2 plates, 45-pound barbell plates, and 1 80-pound kettlebell. You don't want to miss that, trust me. I had the cod. That was the only wild caught fish they had at the Red Lobster. Was cod, and it was 4 pieces. I said, why is it in pieces? And they said, because we only mainly use it for, yeah, sorry, the camera was upside down for some reason. And so I asked him why the cod was in pieces. It was like 4 square pieces grilled with lemon. And I did take the cake. They have these cakes. I'm pretty sure they're low calorie. And I didn't want to take them. She persuaded me, oh, they're so good. I know they're good. So I ate 4 cakes, trying to cut on carbs, right? But anyway, so the cut was great, and then I did some shopping here on the way to my hotel. I was thinking something low calorie, and there's a big Loblaws, like a grocery store over there. So this is what I got. I got raspberries, I got low calorie cheese. I like this one. So light, you see it's over here, 40% less fat. Well, just it's lower calories. Like each slice is 60 calories. I like it. It's very kind of like a rubbery. It's not like heavy flavor. And then I got this, blackberries, and then I got this, right? But this is a very strange drink because it's lemon juice. I don't know how acid it is, 473, but check this out. Calories 0, carbs 0, protein 0. Now, because I was not sure if it's good with 0 calories and zero carbs, we're gonna add a little twist to that right after my training, because it's the weekend. I got this Captain Morgan, and we're gonna be very precise about it, right? I'm gonna mix myself a cocktail with this, a little bit of Captain Morgan into this, maybe have like 100 grams, what is it, like 3 ounces of this, and add like half an ounce of that and see what happens. Anyway, so now I'm going back to my hotel, away from this heat. Oh, I have this, but I don't know. Recently I wasn't a big fan of this protein powder, because it's mostly made out of rice and all this thing. Okay, hold on, how many carbs are here? Calories 135, carbs 5.5, or 4 grams of fiber, so that means it's effective is 1.5. so actually, yeah, it's pretty low. Like each scoop has pretty much 1.5 grams of fiber. And this is a new development, what seems like they have an Indigo bookstore in here, they have LCBO, the liquor store, they have a bank, still lots of space unused. Probably future development is coming, then they're building something over there. There's a Marshall, it's like a big mall in there. Over there a Dollarama, Home Sense, Loblaws on that side, and it's pretty much like smack in the middle of Mississauga. You know, there's so much space here. All streets are very wide, and quite a few streets actually have, you know, multiple lanes, and the speed limit will be like 70 or even 80 kilometers an hour, which is pretty great. All right, so the next thing you see after this will be me muscling around my new shiny 80-pound kettlebell. Watch your toes. Well, welcome to my mobile gym, code name Supreme Gym. I got some exercises here, and I've been watching some videos, learning some new terms. But first, let me just, so I just got this, right? And I posted links about similar looking plates. They're called grip plates, like these ones, on my you know, profile on YouTube, where you can, you know, click on about me, and if somebody's interested, like these are really great. Not like the regular plates where they are solid with no grips, with no space for your hands. These basically replace dumbbells, and there's so many things you can do with them because it's so easy to carry, and you can grab them with 2 hands, you know, and do all kinds of things. So you can buy them in different sizes, you know. As a heavy hauler, I felt I needed to go 45 at least. Now I know, I thought this was like the maximum. Well, at least it was the maximum weight that Fitness Depot location in Kitchener had, but you can also get them at 55 pounds. So I might replace him later. So that's my brand new shiny 80-pound Northern Lights vinyl coated kettlebell. I want to try it today. And also in my truck I have a 60-pound same style vinyl coated. So they're great because they don't move a lot, because there's a lot of friction when you put them on the floor in your car or in your truck. I find them very, you know, user friendly, and also the handle is much bigger than a traditional, let's say, a Russian kettlebell. So these ones are easy to grab with both hands, which, you know, increases the usability of this product. Okay, let me do some basic stuff just to warm up. I'm gonna speed it up so that you guys don't fall asleep, but this is my usual routine I do. At least I try to do now at least a few times, you know, a few times a week when I'm on the road. Well, I feel warmed up. Let's try to do something with this baby. This looks so much bigger than the 60 I have. Like the handle is, I don't know, 2 times thicker. Okay, maybe 1.5. This one is great to develop, you know, a grip, you know, when you want to catch somebody's hand or catch a chain or a binder, you know. Yeah, now let me try to see how it feels to do a bent row with this thing. So 80 pounds with 2 hands, so it's 40 pounds per one arm. That means that's okay, it's not too heavy. So if I can do 12 repetitions and I'm still not maxed out with 2 hands, that means that I should have bought probably a 90-pound kettlebell. Just kidding. But yeah, 70 would be too light for this, for example. Alright, let's try to see if I can do any squats with this thing. Again, 80 pounds. This is heavy. Alright, what about if I grab it in front of my chest? Five repetitions and it feels heavy. Good. Okay, and last but not least, Let me see if I can do any cleans. Clean is a jerk kind of a movement towards your shoulder, using your legs and your back, and in the last degree, you know, your biceps, but mostly it's legs and the back. Should have bought a 70-pound kettlebell. But this one will work better. It's hard at first, but again, don't forget that it's been probably 2 or even 3 months since I did this on more or less regular basis. Like I said, I just restarted 2 days ago, and now you already see me clean an 80-pound kettlebell. So yeah, it feels heavy, very heavy, especially when doing cleans and squats. But something like bent row feels good. And oh, let me see, last one, you know, that high pull where you pull it towards your chest. You can do it jerking your legs, or you can just do it static, like what I did with the grip plate. Well, let me see how it feels trying to lift it to my chin. Yeah, wow. This one I really need to do a genuine high pull, you know, where your legs are involved. I cannot do it static, way too heavy. But if I do it like that, you know, that's very useful. So your whole body works, not only your arms, but of course your legs and your back, and your core is always. So I like it. You know, that's all you need. So this was 200 Canadian, and my 60-pound, I think it was about 145 Canadian. And I don't remember what these plates cost, but probably 75-80 bucks Canadian a piece. So it's way, but still, it's way cheaper than having some, you know, complex like the Total Gym. Yeah, I was thinking about that. It's like 4 feet long in assembled position, but it's 600 bucks US for a basic version. Well, with these things, you know, I can do so much more, and of course I can still use my own weight, you know, for push-ups and squats, and I can do what they call them, pistol squats, you know, on one leg. When I was a kid, I was able to do, I think I could do like 10 or 15 when I was a teenager. 10 or 15. I don't think I can do even one now. But this one does not even require any tools. Yeah, that's the proper name, pistol squat. I just try to sit on one leg and go like this all the way to the floor. And then I saw a very beefed up girl who's actually like a coach and trainer. She did that with a kettlebell. It's like unbelievable. She was holding the kettlebell in her hand, you know, like this, and she was doing this pistol squats, but her kettlebell was 40 pounds, and she said for this particular exercise she needed, like, you know, 32 or whatever, 35 pounds, or maybe even less. Yeah, I couldn't do it. But yeah, again, this is, you know, gives me room to grow. It fits nicely inside the car, and I might even take it inside the truck. But I still really enjoy these ones. This gives you a good workout. And the last, you know, you can do squats with 2 of them. That's already 90 pounds, right? You can do deadlift. That's actually the other one I can do with this. I'm pretty sure it'll be easy, you know, just deadlift, just using your back without using your legs. Like these ones, I did that, and it's 90 pounds. And I like using these for floor press. And another exercise these are great for, it has a kind of like a funny name, farmer's carry. Farmer's carry. And that's going to be our last exercise for today, boys and girls. Don't do it at home unless adults are present. Farmer's carry, performed by Sergei Dratchev. Not sure why it's called farmer's carry. All right, that's it. Captain out. Have a good weekend, boys and girls. Ciao.